You know, some things in life, they don't make sense. They should, but they don't. And when you see something wrong, you either fix it or you let it keep happening. Right now, in this country, something bad's been happening. Real bad. You got a government that invites chaos, criminals walking in like they own the place, and you got good, hard-working Americans living in fear. Now, the man in charge, President Trump, he ain't having it. Nah. See, he invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. That's right. Wartime emergency powers. Why? 'Cause this ain't just some immigration issue. This is an invasion. Tren de Aragua. Venezuelan gang. Real bad guys. Not talking about shoplifters here, not some small-time crooks. No, we're talking about trained killers, cartel soldiers, terrorists. These animals, they don't just commit crimes. They take over whole neighborhoods, whole cities. You heard about Aurora, Colorado? They didn't just move in. No, they stormed entire apartment complexes with guns, turned them into gang strongholds, people terrified to leave their own homes. That ain't America. That ain't freedom. So Trump said enough. He ordered them out. Mass deportations, like he should. And just when he's doing the right thing, what happens? Some activist judge, some left-wing pencil pusher steps in and says, no, you can't do that. Tried to block the deportations, tried to bring the killers back. But here's the thing about Trump. He don't back down. That plane, that was already in the sky. That judge, he said turn it around. You think Trump was going to do that? You think he was going to let these criminals back into your neighborhoods? No, that plane landed. And where did it land? El Salvador. Yeah, a real leader over there. President Bukele. He don't play games. You know what he did? He took them in, locked them up. He didn't cry about civil rights for gangsters. He didn't talk about due process for murderers. He said, you come here to destroy, you spend the rest of your days behind bars. That's what a real leader does. Meanwhile, over here, you got these same people, same judges, same politicians, trying to tell you this ain't a big deal, telling you these are just a few bad apples. No. This ain't a few bad apples. Pedro cares. Name sound familiar? He's a TDA gang member caught in Chicago, ordered deported in 2022. You think Biden's government kicked him out? Nah, they let him go 3 times. Then he was arrested a 4th time for kidnapping and sexually assaulting a woman. That's what they want to protect. That's what they call justice. And here's the real kicker. When the judge told that plane to turn back, he never even wrote it in the official order. He just said it out loud. That means Trump was legally bound to obey. So he didn't. And now the media is losing their minds. Democrats crying it wasn't proven they were gang members. Oh yeah? Then why are they in Venezuela's prison records? Why are they on ICE's most wanted list? Why do we have hundreds of crime reports tied to them? It's the same song and dance. They don't care about you. They never did. Listen, America ain't perfect, never was, but it's got rules. It's got laws. And those laws, they exist to protect the people. You let lawlessness in, you let chaos in, you let these judges and politicians keep telling you that you got to accept it, then you don't got a country anymore. That's why this matters. That's why you fight. Trump's doing what needs to be done. Bukele's doing what needs to be done. And if you ask me, more leaders ought to do the same. Stay sharp. Stay ready. This fight ain't over. Not by a long shot. You ever notice how the people with the most power are the least accountable? You got a federal judge giving an order he didn't even put in writing, just said it out loud. And now the media is acting like Trump broke the law for not following it. You know what that is? That's called playing games. Since when does the entire justice system operate on verbal orders? Since when does a judge get to override national security based on a whim? The answer? Never. And that's why Trump ignored it. That's why those planes didn't turn back. Now they're screaming about lawlessness, like they just figured out what the word means. Where was that energy when criminals were flooding the streets? Where was that energy when judges were turning violent offenders loose? This ain't about law. This is about stopping Trump. That's all it's ever been. And Congress, they ain't doing a damn thing. They hold hearings, they talk a big game, but where's the action? Jim Jordan says they're trying to limit activist judges, so their rulings only affect their own district, not the whole country. Good. But what's taking so long? Trump is fighting every single day. In Congress, they're still catching up. You know what that tells me? Tells me Trump can't do this alone. We got to have his back. We got to call out the frauds, the weak politicians, the ones who act tough when the cameras are on but do nothing when it counts. This ain't just Trump's fight, it's ours. And if we don't stand up now, we might not get another chance. Listen, you just heard the truth. No sugarcoating, no fake news, just raw, unfiltered reality. And if you want more of this kind of content and the stuff they won't tell you on TV, then you need to stick with Chris Dallas and Celebrity Recreations. This ain't some watered down, politically correct nonsense. This is the real deal. So here's what you got to do. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Yeah, all of it. Because the more people see this, the harder it is for the fake media to keep pushing their lies. Chris Dallas is out here doing what no one else is doing, telling it like it is. You won't get this anywhere else. So support the channel, spread the word, and keep coming back. America needs fighters. And if you're still here, still watching, then you're one of them. See you next time. Stay strong, stay sharp, and never back down. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Do it. Rambo out.